the memorial they made for my cat that died. And the memorial's at my parents' house right now, so I documented it in this kind of home video format, so that I could bring it elsewhere. Yeah, well, it wasn't a video for a long time. Kind of a sculpture that's a standalone kind of thing, and it's got this train that runs around on a track in a circle. I like to disguise things, and I like to kind of force people to maneuver around objects or around a space to discover things. The thing is that I don't want it to exist just primarily as a sculpture, but I want it to act actually kind of as a memorial, and I felt like it needed its own kind of space to be able to do that.
What about your choice, once again, the kind of idea of hiding things, placing this video behind this large constructed baffle?
Yeah, I wanted to make this to prepare people to view the video, because I'm essentially asking people to move this similar circular motion that the train is moving in, which is referencing the cat itself. The cat had a stroke not long before it passed away, and it began moving in circles. So you're moving in this odd kind of uncomfortable circle, like the cat was.
So the cat was moving in circles after it had the stroke?
Yeah, it could only turn in one direction. It could only go left. So if it wanted to go right, it had to circle around to be able to reach that point. But it would often kind of miss its point or forget where it was going and continue circling again and again. Pointing people where to go and directing how they're going to view a piece or an object is actually often more important to me than the thing on view itself. So that's why I use this model train, and there's all these kind of circular aspects that are going around again and again. And then this puzzle piece over here, then that's actually creating something like a painting out of the jigsaw puzzle. So I wanted to present it like a painting by putting it on canvas. It's a Jasper Johns reproduction, and I'm especially interested in that piece, that image, because it's got this circle that's created by this kind of slat inscribes a circle around through the paint. That puzzle piece and these paintings, I think, to me, they relate quite a bit, because I think about my process of painting as kind of as a puzzle or as a game. I think about these as individual words, but to me they're much more interesting seeing a group of them. The reason that these are around is mostly to fix the distance that you see them from, fix the height. What this is a piece that I actually made about at least a year and a half ago. And it's a play on the title of this record. It's a Sun Ra record, and the title is Art Forms of Dimensions Tomorrow. It's a record that I had an extra groove cut into the outside, into the kind of the silent lead-in kind of portion of it before it reaches the music. And this groove, it essentially makes the record move continuously so that it will never reach the music. So the idea is that the title is Art Forms of Dimensions Tomorrow. You never reach tomorrow. So in this piece, you will never reach the art form. I put it on. It's a cyclical, repetitious kind of thing. The video also makes this kind of whirring, buzzing, looping sound from the model train that's in it. And then there's also this other projector piece that also has a kind of clicking, repetitive motion to it. I liked having the kind of like auditory sound space filled with a similar kind of looping kind of sound.
And then you have this small object in the corner here.
This one is kind of a play on those paintings. It's really the first one that I've turned into something that's really a sculpture all kind of in itself. The other ones are kind of paintings that are acting as sculptures. They're paintings that are set horizontally and they're sitting on objects on the ground. But this one, it's trying to accomplish the same thing. Instead of you getting like directly over it to view it as a painting, this one you kind of approach it, more straightforward. The pieces, it's a painting that was cut up and reassembled, and if you approach it kind of from the right position, then the pieces all fit together. So it's another kind of puzzle. In painting, the general idea is that you should be able to view it from any place in any position, and it should come together and work. But I don't think that's really the case generally. I think there's usually a specific distance and place where you're really meant to view it from and where you get the most out of it.
You seem to be into like slipping away from maybe what something would normally be called and putting it into a different form.
One kind of object and translating it to another field, I think, is exciting to me, because then you become especially aware of what the traditional kind of qualities are of both areas. Attempting to make paintings into sculpture, you have to consider, well, how do I keep this still as a painting? Like, what can't I change about it?
Your painting has a certain kind of slow, methodical kind of speed to it.
I like that you say that, because I think with the scale and the limited palette that I'm using, the handling of the paint is rather quick, but the choice making is a relatively slow process.
And then you have a slide projector in the window here.
There's only one actual slide in there, and then the rest are kind of blank black cardboard blanks. It actually doesn't project anything. It doesn't project any light, except for when that one slide comes up. There's a slide of the moon that's kind of orbiting around. It goes around like every 6 minutes. It will project the moon slide for about 3 or 4 seconds.